Nikki Haley has come out and said something that I think I agree with. I would like to modulate it a little bit, moderate it a little bit, but here's what she said. I'll just quote her. She said, the truth is, if you look at social media, the misinformation and the dramatic sides of social media are instigating this. She's talking about anti-Semitism specifically. She said, why? Because it's being pushed by Russia, China, Iran, and North Korea. It's why when I get into office, the first thing we have to do, social media accounts, social media companies, they have to show America their algorithms. Let's see why they're pushing and what they're pushing. Now, I completely agree with that. I wrote a book about this called The Hidden History of Big Brother, specifically promoting that idea. Then she goes on to say, the second thing is every person on social media should be verified by their name. First of all, she says it's a national security threat. And requiring people to use their name gets rid of the Russian bots, the Iranian bots, and the Chinese bots. And then you're going to get some civility when people know that their name is next to what they're saying. It's going to help our kids. It's going to help our country. Now, I get it that, anonymous communication, I mean, this, Alexander Hamilton and James Madison wrote the Federalist Papers under the pseudonym of Publius, although pretty much everybody knew who they were. It wasn't a secret. But there have been times when, anonymous speech is protected by the First Amendment. I get that. But I can tell you, Nigel Peacock and Sue Nethercutt, who work with me on this program, Sue does our afternoon newsletter, the Sue's Stack, and Nigel does pretty much all of our web work. We used to run forums on CompuServe back 30 years ago, 40 years ago, or 30 years ago anyway. And we knew who everybody was. You had a screen name. It was actually a series of numbers, but we knew who everybody was. And I think that that's actually a good thing. I'm in favor of this, even though it cuts away arguably at free speech. What do you think?
You're listening to the Thom Hartmann Program. Call 202-808-9925.
There has to be a way to do this that comports with the First Amendment. Although social media companies are not the government, so they have the right to censor anybody or to refuse to post stuff.